Welcome back to another episode of Coco Caliente, where my mom and I
talk about everything and nothing all at the same time.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Jeni.
So how are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing really well. We are pretty late to recording this week, so I apologize if this episode comes out late. It's totally my mom and my fault. It kind of just slipped away from us, and we're actually recording at her house, and we're going to leave the recording equipment at her house because she thinks we'll get it done more often here, which is probably true because we have Dad here more hours than we have Victor at home. So Dad and Arrow are up playing in Arrow's bedroom upstairs. And
then on Victor's days off, they come over anyways and hang out. It seems like they show up. They must miss me. I don't know what's going on, but they never don't come see me when I don't go there for the day. So,
I will say 99% of the time it's Victor's idea. Because I know, I don't want to push it because we see you guys a lot and he might want it. But it's always, all right, let's go over to your parents, pack up. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, yesterday I didn't even know that they're coming over. And that's what I said. I said, you should have brought the podcast equipment last night. They just show up he brought all his food and he started cooking. He got out my pots and pans and cooked himself dinner in my kitchen. Yep. He said, I guess he went home and he said, I seen your mom has a roast. What did he say to you?
I think your mom has a roast that looked healthy. We should go over there and eat. We'll just take some food or whatever of our own and go over there. And I was thinking, do you just want to use my mom's pans and not mess our kitchen or what? But no, he says he just likes to conversate with my dad, and he knows I like to hang with my mom, and Arrow loves to see both of them. So everybody wins.
Yes. I think it's a little bit of, okay, we got everything put away in our house. Let's go mess Grandma's house.
But I'm trying to think if everything was put away at our house. Maybe it was or wasn't. I don't know. But either way, it was just a one skillet meal, so we didn't mess too much. And I made sure to actually clean up because now Mom calls me a tornado and Arrow a hurricane. So I try to clean up a little more before I leave because I'm just naturally kind of messy.
Yeah, and Arrow is naturally messy too. So they're and I think it's so darn cute. I love being a grandma. But so my house is when you walk in the living room, we have a little table with two chairs that I got him, the cutest little table and chairs. And the chairs can flip two different ways. You can turn it into a couch or a table. It's all wood. And then I have a little wood kitchen set. And then what else is in there? A desk. I have a wood desk for him with a drawer underneath it. And in that has all his coloring books, his paint, his
crayons.
Play-Doh, crayons, and then the farm. And I think that's about all the toys I keep down here, right? And then the farm. Yeah. So he doesn't know what to do first. He just hurries and goes to what does he go to first? The farm.
Yeah.
Makes Dave sit at the table with him because if Dave flips the chair a certain way, Dave's butt can fit on there. So he makes him sit there. He pulls on his leg and the barn plays E-I-E-I-O. So he's
you should pull that and hide it and just see what he does.
Oh, he would look for it. And then he dumps all the kitchen stuff all on the ground, all the baskets of food. Then he says, I got to write. So he runs to the desk, does that, then whips up in the Play-Dohs, makes us ball, make Play-Doh into a ball.
So for new listeners, he's 18 months. And the first thing he does is when he comes in, he checks out to make sure everything's in place in his living room, and then he just whips off each layer. All right, I'm whipping off my coat, my boot, my hat, and I'm sitting and I'm playing. It's so cute. And I could leave, and I'm just bye, Arrow, and he's just basically go. I love leaving him here because he's so excited to be here. It's not at all don't go. He's okay, bye, basically.
And I think that, and he wants to make sure he's taking he will not come in unless he takes his boots off. And I think that part of that is because he wants to make sure he gets to stay a while, because sometimes they will just pop in here and say hi or whatever, and he gets really mad. So he wants everything off so that he knows he gets to play, but he has to dig everything out within the first 10 minutes first to make sure he's touched everything so that he doesn't miss out. Then he'll start playing with things for a longer period of time and get even more stuff out. And it's just kind of cute. I just love it because it's, I don't know.
Shoot, my microphone keeps going in and out. I'm not going to move. I'm just going to leave it like this.
Mine went in. Mine went in and out too. That's what.
Okay.
So if you heard a different pitch, it went out. It's still doing it.
Oh no.
It's like a loose wire or something. Doesn't that seem like what it is to you?
Yeah, I feel like we just can't move.
Oh gosh. I can't even move my head.
Yes, you can move your head. I think it's the microphone. Let's not move the microphones. We should probably have them on the stands.
Yeah.
We got a little too comfortable.
But anyways, today was talking about Nicole's driveway is a hill. She lives like on a hill, and the driveway goes around. It's a longer driveway that goes around the back. Well, this summer, Dave had them put in a driveway that's straight up. So it's like kind of steeper up a hill.
Yeah.
And at first when it was up, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so steep. This was like when there's no snow or anything. And I'm like, I'm not using that. I'm using the long driveway. And anyways, we all got used to it. We all started using the short driveway, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we got very comfortable with it. It's a lot shorter. It's like, what do you think? It's like 1/3?
Yeah. The other one's really, really long.
Yeah.
But it's
curvy.
like a scenic, pretty route.
So anyways, started using that. So I'm comfortable with it now. So today, there's a little bit of snow and ice on there. And
there's a lot of snow.
Mind you, her pond is right in front.
It's like a 3-acre pond, right?
But it's right next to the driveway. And it's before the hill, going up the hill or whatever. And so I'm always like nervous. I go in the driveway slow. I'm going up the hill today. And I got 3/4 almost to where I'm going to be up it in my Suburban. And all of a sudden I started slipping backwards. I couldn't go anymore. So I hurried and put my foot on the brake, and I was panicky. I mean, my heart was racing. I didn't know what to do. I'm like, okay. So then I pushed it into 4-wheel drive. And when I pushed it into 4-wheel drive, I tried to put it on, the gas again. And I was sliding, like kind of going like how you can go in circles, but like in a half moon. Now it's like, oh my gosh, I cannot slide backwards because I was scared I would not slide straight down the driveway, and I would slide. Her pond is on one side and the neighbor's pond is on the other, right next to. Actually, the neighbor's pond is closer to the driveway even than hers. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I was just so scared. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to call Dave. And then how am I going to get out and switch spots with him? Because I can't keep my foot on the brake and get out on this hill. So anyways, what I did was I backed up a tiny bit, and I just
backed up down the hill?
Like a tiny dot, just a little bit.
So you put it in reverse? You didn't I thought gravity was already taking you down, I guess.
I did actually put it in reverse and kept my foot on the brake. I didn't know what to do anymore.
Kept your foot on the brake.
Yes,
Gotcha.
and just kind of went down. I didn't go very far. And then I just put it on the gas, and it took a lot to grab and got up there. I got up there and I walked in there and I was like, oh my gosh, my heart is racing. Like I could feel it out of my chest, and my coffee spilled. I had my coffee.
She came in like a hot mess, and I was like, Mom, you have to tell me. Like, you could have called me. I would have ran out there. Arrow was in his high chair.
Well, I just wanted to get up there. I would have called Dad first to come save me. But now I am so scared. I will not go up there in that vehicle with snow or ice.
Oh, did you tell him what vehicle you had?
Yeah, I had my Suburban as I have 2 Suburbans. I have a new one that we don't hardly drive because it's winter, and I have my old one, 1997, and I've had it that many years since the kids were like 3 and 5, I've had it forever. And
don't
going
move,
out.
Mom.
So, and anyways, that's the vehicle that I had. And Nicole says it's kind of scary to drive it.
Yeah, it's very loose steering. When I took it up to the post office the other day, I put it in 4 high. I was scared.
97 though to 23. How many years old is it? 87, 90. Wait, 97 goes to 07, 17, 27.
It's not, it's 23.
23. So take away 4 years. So what is it, like 16 years old?
No.
26 years old?
Yeah. It's almost 30 years old.
26 years old. Holy, that's crazy. So yes, I do not know. Nicole.
Mom, it's every time you're moving. Please don't move. We have to finish this episode, and then I will figure out what's going on because we're already super late. So just do not move.
But anyways, I've been driving that Suburban for almost 30 years. So anyways, I did get up there. I did get up there. And then when I walked in there like a wreck, Nicole's like, Mom. Arrow looks at me and screams, Mom.
Yeah, like what are you?
Like he was yelling at me too. Like, what are you doing? But it was so funny. But that was
then Mom said that it scared the SHIT out of me, and then he almost kind of tried to repeat it, and she goes, don't say that.
So then I had to I'm like, oop, can't say.
And then she just comes in dripping coffee from her little lunch pail because she's so frazzled. I'm like, oh my gosh. But that would have been very stressful. When I go up it, so we got a new Suburban, I just like gun it, but now I won't go out. Now today I haven't gone up and I'm scared I'm going to wait until it's salted and everything. I'll just go around, especially if I have Arrow. But her Suburban, her old one, it's not like, I feel like it's because it's an older Suburban. I don't know. I just do. Because I felt unsafe driving that thing on the normal road.
Well, and everything's made different. It's been a long time. I mean, obviously, it's made really good. It's lasted us this long. And we have, like... And I feel very safe in it because, to me, it's like an armored truck. I swear. Like, yeah, I'm not scared.
It's a big black Beetle.
Yeah, I am not scared. Like, you know, I feel like it's like a bus almost when I'm driving it.
She used to have do you have a guard on the front still? She used to have, like, you know, the braces that people put in case they were to hit a deer. Dad put one on. So then that's even, like, protecting you even more. So, I mean, I don't feel unsafe when I'm a passenger or riding in it at all. It's when I'm driving and the steering is so loose. It's kind of like, I think that's just how things were made back then. And so it's just very, for me, I'm not used to it. But my mom drives it no problem. And so, I don't know. I said, why you're 50, are you 51, 52? How old are you?
52.
And you got a brand new Suburban. Why are you driving this older one? She's like, it's got to last 30 years. Well, I know it will last them 30 years because they take really good care of their stuff. They're just funny about new stuff.
Well, no, and I said the one thing that, and then she said, yeah, you're right. I'm like, I have no stress in this vehicle. If I leave bags in here that I have to go to the thrift store, if I leave, like I have so much stuff. I can leave all this stuff. I can take food in there, like drinks without Dave getting mad if anything he doesn't care, you know.
Well, me, you, and Errol do like to bebop around in that in the fall or whatever. We have I remember saying lots of times, also, this is my mom and dad's clock that plays every hour. It's like...
Yeah, you can hear our sounds. It's playing.
But I remember saying so many times, I was like, I'm so happy we have this car because we both had new Suburbans, and Victor is very like strict about ours, and my dad's very strict about theirs.
They will not let us or Arrow eat in the vehicles at all.
Even like a pop or something. Like it's like heck no, or coffee.
And Nicole Nicole doesn't just like. When I have a pop, I usually have the kind with the 20 ounce with the twist off cap. She's a can.
I do Ollie
because she has Ollie Pops and Bubblies or whatever they are. So she's a can freak. She carries that, a big water bottle that she throws on the ground.
Snacks.
She has like a whole.
I always pile in. I'm like, thank goodness we got this today because I just know it's going to be a messy day.
So, yeah, tell us if you like driving more in your older vehicles that you're comfortable in or like you like to just always like be in a new vehicle. And I said to her, are you embarrassed because it's so old? She goes, no, it's so vintage that I'm not even embarrassed anymore. The license plate. I don't
get embarrassed about that stuff.
Tell them my license plate.
Jeni's toy on the front. That was remember at the fair when they used to airbrush license plates
and t-shirts. Yeah,
she got one that said, "Did Dad get it or you?"
I think Dad got it,
and it's like teal and in black. It says Jeni's toy,
like the airbrush thing, and it's
hilarious.
And so it's been on there for 20 some years. Yeah, this license plate. And actually, I bought a new one when we were in Hawaii or in Maui to put on the front, and Nicole's like, you can't take off Jeni's toy.
No, I like the Hawaii one.
Who said I couldn't take it off? Victor?
Dad. No, Dad.
Oh yeah,
I want you to put the Hawaii one. The Hawaii one's really cute. I don't even know that says Jeni's toy anymore because I just like am used to it. That's so kind of embarrassing. But no, cars don't embarrass me.
It is kind of embarrassing.
Cars don't when you're saying it out loud to our listeners.
Jeni's toy.
But like, I don't know. Like, I can't even believe it made it on there that many years ago. Did you think it was cool?
Dad just bought it at the fair, and I let him put it on there. Anyways,
I don't get embarrassed about cars or whatever. I often think that some people that I know, I feel like they always have to be driving the newest, best thing. Even I dated someone like that, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. I just never got embarrassed about anything. Like, and Jesse's really good with driving whatever. I think we're just like, a car is a car, and it's really nice to have like the new stuff, but do we need it? Absolutely not. Like, I don't think I even bought even after I won Big Brother, I never even bought a new car until I had a baby.
Yeah, you didn't buy a new car until, were you pregnant or did you already have the baby?
We were pregnant.
Yeah.
So I knew I needed to get a mom car.
Yeah, that's when you
That's pretty cool. Oh, shoot. Okay, that was me.
That's when you finally got
Yeah, and it wasn't because I couldn't afford it. It was because it wasn't necessary yet. So I think that it's kind of cool to not need super nice things to feel good. I don't know. I think that's a really good thing about our family, and I do notice that we're a little different than a lot of other families in this area. That we could probably get it if we wanted, but we don't need it. You guys just got a new Suburban after 30 years, and you're still driving the black Beetle around, and that says Jeni's toy, and people could be like, who knows what they're saying, but you're like, I don't care.
No, I don't care. And actually, I'm trying to push Jesse. I really, really do want Jesse to buy what's going on.
Okay,
I do want Jesse to get a new car, or he wants a truck, actually, but I'm pushing him just because it seems like he has issue. Not that he has issues. They both are really well maintained, but it seems like he's hard on vehicles. So he's always got it in the shop and he's always putting money into them. And I just feel like they're nickel and diming him. So he's just been putting a lot of money in. He's got a truck and a car and they're both older. I'd rather him just, if he wants to keep one for a backup, but to just get a new truck, I'm trying to push that.
He should.
Because he wants to, and he's just waiting for that push to, he's like, oh, do I want another payment? He's just, but he can afford to get one. And I do want him to.
For safety, for safety and for your kid, I think that's something that you should push, because it's great because you don't want anybody, not that his car would leave him stranded or anything. It's just less likely, right? So I don't know, with me driving with Arrow.
He's never been stranded with either of his vehicles, but
I know.
His truck, he has to take the keys out of it because ever since he bought this truck, and I don't know, I told him to check to see if it's some kind of warranty thing. It automatically sometimes will lock by itself. It just locks. So you have to always have the keys out of it because you don't want it to lock and you can't get in it.
It's Jesse has a nice truck though, because I know I was I think 2 years I was trying to talk him into selling it to me.
Yeah, it'd be great for a second vehicle, but I think he needs one. So, I mean, sometimes is time to update.
He's never bought a new vehicle.
Never.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to push it a little bit on him. And then we were talking about how I like to put puzzles together. And I actually have had time, and I was going to do one. And the day that I was going to pull one out, I found a book at Nicole's house that she had bought. And I took it and I started reading it. I think it was almost 300. I just gave that back to you. 300 pages. I ended up reading the whole book the one day. So that's why I'm telling you I probably don't have time for puzzles and books because I can't put things.
It was good though, right?
It was really good.
That was on Reese Witherspoon's book club, and I haven't got to it yet. I think it was The Last Thing He Told Me. Was it that one or was it? Oh, no.
I know. I'm trying to think of what it's called. I read so fast, I can't even remember the title. I literally read it in one day, and I should figure out and tell people what it is. You know why? Because it was easy reading. The pages were the words were big. There wasn't small writing.
I know. I was so excited when I saw that.
It was such an easy reading book.
Wrong Place, Wrong Time. Nope. That's one I had. No. Gosh, I bought so many in a row that I can't remember. It's neither one of those two, but I heard good things about them.
I think it might be that first thing you said. Would you say?
No, The Last Thing He Told Me. No.
I think it's something like that.
Ugh, I don't know. Right now I'm reading 2 books, one called If I Run. It's a series. It's a part 1 of 3 series, and I got it at the local library, which is really nice because I figured, why am I spending $20 on a book that I'm going to read once? I just thought it was kind of silly. But then I do buy books when I think that, okay, this is a book that I want to have or that I know I'm going to love. But I'm also reading Spare by Prince Harry. So I'm excited. It's really good. I don't know. I'm really intrigued after I watched Harry and Meghan on Netflix. Did you watch that, Mom?
No.
Oh, you should watch it. Yeah, I really fell in love with them as a couple. And I really love hearing his story. So, and I'm actually, I don't know if this is cheating. I'm doing an audio book on it. So I'm listening to it.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. So, which it works good for me because I don't want to watch TV before bed. So I just put my headphones on and it's black, pitch black in the room, and Arrow and Vic are sleeping. And then I just kind of listen to it till I fall asleep.
Oh, I've never listened to a book. So
and he's the author. Or, I mean, he's the author is the one reading it. It was $2 more to have him read it to you. And so it's really cool. It's in his, I thought it was awesome. I almost bought it at Barnes & Noble's, but then I was like, I think I might want to listen to him read it in his voice.
How much was it to buy it?
$19.99, but I think I have it for life.
Oh, really? So I can listen to it afterwards?
Yeah.
And we went into Barnes and Nobles about a week ago, and I'm like, I want to buy a book. Oh my gosh, it was so overwhelming that I did not buy any books. I was like, there were so many books.
I told her that because I went in there like a month before and I had a gift card and I said, Mom, she's like, want to go in Barnes and Nobles today? I'm like, sure. I'm like, but I just, I didn't buy anything. I went in there last time. It was just too much.
You did buy stuff this time.
I did buy. Yeah, I used the gift card and I spent a little more, but because I knew like it's kind of, it was making me sweat. It was just so big and so much. I don't know.
And I was looking specifically and I saw a lot of them and I just couldn't pick which one. I like books like based on real life events, things that's happened or people's stories. And so I was in that section and I was like, oh my gosh. And some of them I had already seen either a movie relating to it or read so much about it that I was like, oh, do I want to spend $20 on a book knowing that it's probably all facts and stuff that I already know about this case or this story? So I just had a
hard... Ask the listeners if for your true crime magazines you used to like, is that what they were called? They don't have them anymore. What are those called?
They're not called that.
Are you embarrassed?
Yes.
Why are you embarrassed?
I never. Let me think what they were called. My mom had them when I was kid. True Story magazines. Does anybody know what True Story is? And then they made True Love after that, and then True Confessions and True Romance, maybe. And my mom always read those when I was a kid growing up, and I was like, they're just like. People write in and share like their story, and there'll be like only 10 stories in each. It was like a magazine, not a book. And there's like 10 stories, and True Story was the one she used to mostly get. And I would like sneak them and read those stories about people's love stories. And I would think, ooh, like, and I was like, literally, I read everything. I read the encyclopedias. I loved reading when I was a kid.
She's a fast reader.
I am a fast reader. So I probably skip, and I think my brain reads it, not my... What reads
it?
Like
that's what I'm wondering with you is like, do you take it in, or do you just take in what you want to take in, or does your brain can just comprehend way faster than others? I guess it's really interesting to me because like you and I should sit down. We should both like read a page and then someone kind of quiz us on it and just see. And then
and I don't know because like I can't even tell you. I just read that book in one day and cannot tell you the title of it.
The titles,
so that's kind of crazy.
Titles of books, though, I don't think that's bad because I can never remember either. You don't look at the title of the book. You can probably remember the name of the main character.
No,
that's bad.
It already went in and out. I can't even remember what it was about. I just know it was really good. That's why I was trying to think of what it's about. And that was only less than a week ago that I read this entire book. I sent it to your house yesterday, so I can't even look at it right now. I sent it back with Victor.
Things I Wish I Knew. I cannot remember. But yeah, she does. She gets glued to a book for sure, but she's fast with it. Like, it'll take me a week and it takes her a day if she's dedicated.
That's why I don't want to dig out a puzzle. And I'm actually getting a little bit sick of puzzles because I've been giving Arrow a lot of puzzles lately, and he whips the pieces all over. And in order for me to put it away, it bugs me. I have to go through and put the puzzles together, make sure I got the pieces all or whatever, because some of them are on the back, have different shapes that they go. So I've been picking up. Today I did all them wood puzzles in his room that you put in that bag to make sure all the pieces were there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, they're all there.
You did them all?
Yeah.
Those are really hard.
The trucks, the cars, the plane, I did every single one. They're all put together now, nice and neat.
Yeah, you're really good at that.
And then I pushed them in there all together.
You didn't do the square one with the triangles and all that.
That is hard.
Yeah,
but you know that I did not realize though until I put that one back in there. They bought this puzzle and it's like, where'd you get that?
No, I got it at Frank and Muth. You know how you win tickets and you get to pick something? That was a prize.
And it's just a big square that it has a bunch of shapes of things that go in it. And I was so confused and I kept trying to do it because I don't know. I never seen it done, so I don't know what it looks like. But then I couldn't get it. And then right when I was putting it away, I seen that Arrow was sitting on one of the little pieces. Mm-hmm. So I never had that one the whole time. So I'm wondering if
I've been trying on that and I can't get it.
So now that I know where the extra piece was, I'm going to try that again. I only tried it like twice and I'm like, I flipped everything backwards. I'm like, this is weird. Yeah. How does this work? But yes.
That one's fun. I don't know if that's, I think that's like not necessarily a kid's puzzle. So makes me feel better I can't get it. But also, I don't know if I could have got the other ones you put together, but Arrow usually runs off with a piece. He loves the...
But every piece is there, just so you know.
Awesome.
They're like 6 or 7, like they're wood, and they're all just shapes, and the shapes build all the different vehicles.
I recently if you follow my Instagram stories, you know that I am trying to go through my house and totally organize and declutter. So I went through Arrow's room and tell him about it. Do you think it looks good, Mom?
Yeah. I was like, where is everything today? I'm like, because I had everything. I had cleaned it out when they went somewhere on a trip one time, and I organized everything like without taking out like his clothes he was too small for. But I put all the baby toys in one toy box. I opened that toy box today, and there's blankets in there. And I'm like, where's all the baby toys? And she's like, okay, I put them in a crate in the basement because I just wanted to know where everything
Yeah, I just figured like when I have another baby, all the baby toys are here and I won't have to, I don't know. I don't think that I need to fill up Arrow's room with baby toys.
No. I was just I was just making sure you didn't throw everything away. I was like, where there was
donation pile, and then there's next baby pile, and then everything. So what I'm thinking I want to do is downstairs, eventually I want to get rid of all those racks of clothes and just make like a really big play area for him with that's like soft, like mats on the bottom, and then just set everything up, because what else do you do with all these toys? Like you really don't want them crowding in every room, and then we can just be like, okay, let's go to the basement and play, Speaking
of that, about a year ago, you bought him a slide.
Oh,
and it was supposed to be for Christmas. We never found it. It's still in the box and not put together. Yeah. It's in the house slide. And then that was his birthday. Then Christmas came. You still didn't dig it out. He definitely needs that dug out.
That's what I'm telling. That's why I'm going through my whole house.
I swear it's like a dinosaur. Yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it is. It's from Target.
It's got to be in the garage.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to go through everything. It's just become kind of ridiculous. I don't even know what I have in my house, and so that's why I want to go through it. I think it's going to make me feel a lot better, too. I don't know why I'm just wanting to do it, but I'm so excited. Next up is my kitchen/pantry. My mom is going... she's going ice fishing this weekend. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was supposed to go a few weekends ago. I think I told you, yes, the story about... now the regular ice is froze, and we're going. I hurried and ordered long johns. They're supposed to be here tomorrow. And some gloves, and I do have a pair of boots, but I ordered another pair and just to see if they're warmer, because Jesse's like, oh, make sure you're warm enough. And so I went and got some snacks, I guess, for today to take up there. But I'm not looking forward to the 5.5 hour car ride to get there, but it should be fun. I've never went on a trip.
They're gonna have so much fun.
Never went on a trip with just Jesse and Ashley. And Jesse and Nicole, both my kids are bossy. Like when they're doing something, they're in control, and you're like the little kid. Like they'll act like.
Well, we just really want you to enjoy it too. Like Jesse's going to really just expect you to take it all in and enjoy it, which he should. Like
yes, but he's going to be bossy when he's going to drive and say, "Sit back and do that." Like he's just they're bossy.
One huge difference between me and my brother is when they're going to go on vacation. I'm just saying this for the first time. And I'm getting better at it, what does frugal mean? Good with your money or bad?
Good.
Frugal. He's very frugal. And I'm frivolous.
Yeah.
So when I take mom and dad somewhere, I'm like, get the steak or get the expensive drink. Let's stop here. Let's do that. And Jesse's more like, okay, what makes sense? All right, we're going to like he's probably already thinking, okay, we're going to do this for a meal. Mom's packing snacks. She bought a waffle maker. Okay, what are we going to eat for breakfast?
No. She thinks that I bought, what is that? It's one of them little Dash waffle makers. We went to... Marshall's today, and it was only $4. And like Dave, it's just me and Dave here, and I was like, oh, I can make him one waffle instead of I have one of those big ones that I hardly ever get out that you like turn around. You flip it and then you flip the other side. And I haven't gotten that out in like 10 years, and so I don't make any waffles or anything. So I was like, $4, I'm going to buy this. So she's laughing today. She goes, you bought a waffle maker just to take with you there?
I know that's what she's thinking, because you just buy a box and you just add water and you can make waffles.
Nicole, if I was thinking that, I would have bought some waffle mix when we were at Aldi, and I seen it there. I did not buy it. I bought that for home so that I can make Dave waffles on the weekends.
So what I was saying though is I love like Jesse and Ashley's way of like living, because it's very simple, and like I'm trying to head in that direction. Like they plant their own trees. They're really resourceful with what they have. Like, and they have very nice stuff and a nice home and everything. And I'm like trying to gear that way. But I think and And I would love to go on a vacation to just kind of like learn the ways. Like they can their own food and like that's so cool. But I think it's going to be like just different for you guys. But I think you're going to have a lot of fun. And they're going to get fish, so that way they're literally Jesse's so excited to bring fish back. What's he doing with his fish? Freezing it for later?
Yeah, but
exactly.
Well, no, yeah, that's what we want to do. We're going to all bring fish home and freeze it. Yeah. Yeah, he wants to make sure that that's why we canceled too, because they weren't getting very big fish. So everybody pray we have a good fishing day.
I just hope you don't fall through the ice. Pray for that, please.
I'm not going to fall through the ice. If there's even a chance, I'm not going out there.
Tell them a little bit about your trip. This is really cool. They have a guide. They're going to set up like a tent out there. And I think like he makes you a meal on the ice of the fish you caught.
Yes.
so weird.
So yeah, we have a guide, and we don't have to take fish. All we have to do is take our like clothes and stuff. He has all the fishing poles, all the equipment. He takes us out. I'm assuming on like snowmobiles or 4-wheelers. I don't know how we get out there. He sets up the shanties for us, cuts the holes, gets everything ready, and we just fish. And then he takes out a little thing and he cooks us fish. There's like 2 fish tacos and something else.
And I saw pictures, and it's like very elaborate for out on the ice.
Yeah, and then cooks for you out there, and then brings you back. And the only thing I'm wondering is like I literally want to know how people go to the bathroom out on the ice, because like sometimes I have to go pee a lot.
Yeah, because you sit out there all day.
Yeah,
right?
he must bring you in. Like there's no way.
And wait, are these? It's heated too, right?
Oh yeah, there's heaters inside. I think he's going to put up 2 things. One for like say me and Dad hunting one, and one for Jesse and Ashley, and then one for him to cook in.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's the way to do it for the first time for sure, because you guys would have no idea what you're doing, and that would be really stressful. Jesse cutting holes in the ice and stuff. You probably would be really stressed about that.
And this is what this guy does for a living, so he knows if things
really
are
good
safe.
Reviews.
Yeah, and if he knows if things are safe and knows exactly what you have to do and knows if you have to move. And he asked Jesse, like, do you want just the experience too, or you are looking? And Jesse's like, I'm looking to bring home the fish. And so he's been keeping up to date to make sure that, they have good sized fish and you're not just throwing them all back. Because some people just don't like fish, and they just do it just to literally for an experience, and they throw all the fish back and whatever. But Jesse actually wants, Jesse loves fish, and he wants to bring the fish back.
Well, fish it, and it's good for you, right? It's supposed to be good for you. Jesse's trying to eat better. We're all trying to eat better.
Jesse, the other thing with Jesse, and he'd get mad at me when I say this, but it's so funny. But he said he isn't no more. The things when he first moved out, he never like really cooked at home, and his cooking was kind of like scary. I don't know, because sometimes I'll be like, "How many days did you keep that meat in the fridge before you cooked it for me?" Like I always have to question him. And so it was like he was making something for us when we were just canning that deer say a couple months ago. And I said, how long is something? And he's like, Ma, don't worry, I don't cook gross no more. I said, see, you're admitting you did. He goes, no, just that you said I did. I said, Jesse, I'm like, because he's never looked at dates of anything, and he just cooks something, and all of a sudden I'll be taking bites of something, and I'll be like, wait, where is this from? And so I go dig in the garbage and look out things. I'm like, Jesse, this expired like last year, So now he says, he's like, I'm good at it. I throw everything away, that you're supposed to. I know what you told me past the dates or whatever.
He's funny.
But we always were a little bit worried when he was cooking for us, weren't we, Nicole? And he does weird things like he mixes, say he's going to make some chicken. He'll take all 12 sauces that I have in my fridge, mix them in a bowl, throw in an egg or something else, and just throw it on the chicken. And I mean, sometimes it tastes good, but sometimes it'll be like, what'd you put in there? Oh, I dumped some pickle juice or something.
Jesse he is like at heart, I feel like he's like a caveman. Like he just like a wilderness man, whatever you want to call it. He likes things just, I don't know, gamey, I guess could be a word, or just, I don't know. But I mean, his favorite place to eat is Buffalo Wild Wings. He loves wings. And so I feel like that's normal. His taste buds are normal there. I don't know.
And I wouldn't say that he likes gamey stuff. He doesn't like gamey stuff.
Okay, fine, not gamey, but
he's just funny.
I mean, he if we were gonna say like he eats weird animals and stuff, so to me it's just weird. But we're not gonna go there. Like if he hunts some or whatever, it's just he could survive in the wilderness, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
and be
definitely.
content. Like he could go make a fire, catch an animal, and fry it on a stick. and he'd be fine. He really would.
No, like, yeah. And I mean, if
like
he
a
goes,
squirrel or
like
something.
literally, like, and we're always, I guess we're just not, I'm not used to,
Yeah,
Dave's
snobs.
always been a hunter, but it's always mainly been like deer. So I've ate deer meat my entire life. But Jesse, he goes rabbit hunting. He comes back and him and Ashley make rabbit stew. And so I'll be looking and I'll be like so stressed out about like, oh, eating this. And then I go and
They make
I look at
pheasant
it.
stew.
Yeah, pheasant stew. I look and I go take a look at it and it looks delicious. And then I eat it because they follow. Ashley's very good at recipe following, and so is Jesse with that kind of stuff. They'll like get a recipe and they'll every last ingredient they'll put in there that it says. They'll go shopping for the stuff. And then I'll eat that kind of stuff. And as long as they follow a recipe, it's delicious.
And no, I got to share the grossest thing.
What?
Jesse ran over a squirrel and then he went home and cooked it. That is just not normal, okay? So, but they said it was really good. And I mean, he did accidentally hit the squirrel. So at least it just wasn't, for me as an animal lover, at least it wasn't just like roadkill on the side.
And it wasn't like, and it wasn't smushed like where you couldn't eat it, ran over.
Right.
It ran into his like tire.
Yeah,
so it just like,
yeah,
it literally like ran into it and it wasn't like smushed. Cause if you ran over something, you can't cook it, Nicole.
It went into a tire or something.
But
it died.
Yeah, but it like hit its head and did something. He didn't run over the meat
I think
or nothing.
he went to go check on it to see what was going on, and then he realized, I think. But, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. But, I don't know. But
Ashley's the perfect partner for him because she loves, she goes out every adventure he's on, she is a part of it, and she enjoys it.
She supports him, and
she helps make all the meat.
Yeah, and I'm always the one that's like giving pushback on everything, But it is what it is.
Oh yeah, we have our family group, and Jesse, I did make another group without you the other day.
Do not talk about the other thing.
About hunting?
Yes.
No, I'm just saying. But if he hunts something and he puts a picture in the group, she gets so mad.
And I said, leave me out of this. And then he's texting again, and then I'm just like, really?
So I did make a separate group, and I put it like, you have to look what I called it. I think I called it hunting. So that he knows. And I said, Jesse, if you text any hunting stuff, do not put Nicole in the group. I even didn't put Victor in it either. It's just Jesse, Ashley, me, and Dave. And I'm like, she doesn't like that kind of stuff. And I'm tired of you sending pictures like that. And then, because then they go back and forth arguing in the group. And it's like, oh my gosh, Jesse, you could avoid
weird.
this.
I was thinking about this the other day. It's like we were raised in the same house and we're so different on that stuff.
You're different on everything, even how you just said like
we're just frugal, and we're frivolous. Only 2 years apart. It's so weird. We're just so different. And he has the biggest heart, and like he doesn't kill anything without like eating it and stuff. And so I like can see eye to eye with him, but then sometimes for me it's just like I'm not in the mood. But it is so interesting how different we are. I don't know how to even like sports or like what we did and what we like to do in our free time. It's weird. But yet you're very close. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, they are totally opposite. And so like, and I have a group with just Victor and Nicole too. So now I finally have a group with just Jesse and Ashley too. And it'll be like so much easier. Okay. Mom's always trying to like, because if one of them says something, I'll be like, Jesse's excited about it's neat, or it's the circle of life or something. Well, and Jesse's like excited about it, and Nicole's so unexcited about it that she's like giving them lessons about everything's how wrong it is, and then he says, "Do you want this animal to come kill your dogs?" No, Jesse, but obviously that's not what's going to happen. Like, so we go back and forth, like. So anyways. So, and I don't want to read it all. So I'm like, separate. There's some things that are better that other people. Well, Jesse knows, just share. And he knows too. Okay. You want to talk about how you're dreaming to play Big Brother again? Oh, geez, Louise. I didn't know. So did you guys see that article? Cause I think you did. Cause my mom. Even Grandma asked you about it today. Yeah, my grandma asked me about it. I said that I had a dream of playing Big Brother and that I was in the house full of newbies and they had no idea who I was or that I've ever played the game. And an article or ran off and said, Nicole dreams of playing Big Brother again, which technically that title is true. Can make sense with that. So that was good on their part. It was very big clickbait. And the article was nice, so I have no problems with it or anything. But no, I'm not my dreams is not to go back on. The timing and everything would have to be perfect. It'd probably have to be like 5 years from now and I'm done having kids and all that. But I think I do Survivor or Amazing Race or Dancing with the Stars or I'd love to do The Traitors or The Circle maybe. I don't know. There's a lot that I would do, but timing would have to be right. I'm definitely making more babies ahead of all of that.
And what's the one I want Dad to do?
Tough as Nails.
I wish they would do a Tough as Nails father-daughter, and I'd love to send her and Dave. Oh my gosh, that would be like awesome. So that would be
a good
really
idea.
You know what I'm saying? Like a father-daughter teams.
Yeah. But me and Dad are pretty little. Dad's
determined. I'd love to see it. Actually, the little guys do really good on there.
I mean, I'm just saying for me and him, I just think like if we're against people that are tall and more muscular, we'd be in trouble. That's all I'm saying. But
you don't have to win everything and just be fun.
Just trying to get through.
Right.
At least make it through a couple rounds. Yeah, no, it would be a really good bonding experience.
And Mondays Nicole's got some good plans she's excited about.
I'm getting my wisdom teeth pulled. And as of now, I haven't canceled. So that's really good for me. And I told Vic, though, I might still cancel. My mouth feels a lot better. I don't need to do it. But it's like before I get pregnant, I would like to get it over with because I don't want to have really bad issues. Because Caitlin Bristow had told me before how she had, it became like an emergency surgery for her in her 30s. And I'm just thinking, oh my gosh, what if I was like pregnant and I had this huge infection in my mouth? And that would be so, so stressful. And I can't imagine that I'd go a whole year without pain again. So I just need to suck it up and go. And my brother did it a year ago because he couldn't eat a lot at Super Bowl. And so he said it wasn't that bad. So I'm going to the same doctor. So I have guts because I feel like he's a baby about that stuff too.
And I took him. And the worst part for me that stresses me out is when they're on the way home and they have that gauze with the blood in their mouth and you can't tell if it's their tongue or the whatever. And then they're talking like, cause they're disoriented a little bit. And I get so nervous like that Jesse was going to open the door. I don't know why, but I was so nervous that he was like getting gag or something, try to open the door and spit out the window. So I was like watching him and watching the road the whole time. I was kind of a little stressful. And thought I was taking Nicole on Monday, and then Victor told me yesterday, I took work off and I'll take her. And I said something to her today, and she's like, well, that'll be easier. You can watch Arrow. And I said, yeah, but you're my other baby. I'm used to being with my babies with this kind of stuff to make sure you're all right and that kind of stuff. Like, I said, he better support you the way I would. And I said, he can go, but he better be there.
Yeah, I'm right now, I feel fine because it's still a couple days away or a half a week. I don't even know, 4 or 5 days. But I kind of really wanted to go ice fishing with them this weekend, but I just figured I have to work all day Friday for a lot of content shooting. And then they're leaving Friday night and then I have surgery Monday. So let them do their trip.
And she wasn't going to go ice fishing. She was going to hang out at the hotel.
Yeah, because I thought it'd be cool to like go to Canada with my family. We've never been. So I just thought I like to like just hang out with them.
She's feeling a little left out, aren't you?
Going out to eat, just hanging out, like goofing off. Like it's fun. But no, it's fine. I'm happy that you guys are getting that. And then, I want you guys to send me pictures and stuff.
Oh, definitely. I'm still like, when I get very nervous about things until I actually do them and I'm fine with it. Like even I was very stressed out about going to Hawaii, just a long flight, but it was perfect. And I have nothing bad to say about like, besides our flight getting canceled. Like I thought that that long flight did not bother me. And like Dave feels the opposite. He thought it was too much for him. Maybe I like to sit on my butt more than him. He's like he's a wiggle worm.
Well, looking back, and he got like so much like drinks and food too. But looking back on it, I don't like say, oh man, I just think of the Hawaii trip being fun. I don't think about the travel, which is nice.
But I think the first class travel was so cool that I like loved it.
Yeah.
That it was like such an experience that like nothing. So I'm hoping I come back from this and it's like, oh my gosh, I did all that worrying for nothing. It was just so easy and so smooth. And
for sure. I think that's how it's going to be. After reading this guy's reviews and stuff, I think you're in the best hands. And so Okay, so we'll report back. I know we probably have more to talk about, but I think we have a longer list today. We're at 45 minutes, Mom. Do you want to stop or do you want to keep going?
Because I didn't even, I made my list 5 minutes before we started.
And we spent the day with my grandma, my mom's mom today, so we can talk about that next time. That was really nice. So this is like a little reminder to spend time with your grandma.
Yes.
All right, we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.